creative well-being doesn't give me as much joy as it gives to you.
To answer the question, why existential? The answer is, why wouldn't you be? Every room you came in, you were like, hey, Kannn. Now we can look back.
Yeah.
But then if you look back, nothing was there.
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of
Simple Ken.
Oh, season 2.
Season 2. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, this deserves season 2.
Yes.
Yes. And intro song. And we're back. So Kanan is here at the new set of Simple Ken. We haven't
we haven't said where the set is,
nothing.
What the larger context is.
I saved it for you because you have been through you were there in the first episodes, then the middle episodes, and now towards this end.
Yeah, so like when you enter this house, I used to stay with Kenny in 2 houses actually, 2 different houses.
Yes.
And like before, when you entered the house, it would just say the landlord's name outside. And then when you move to this house also, it like with Trace, it used to say like lame couple 5th floor.
Yeah.
Right. And then now finally I entered and it says K and T Sebastian.
Yeah, and if you see the
the kerning is like Seba.
Yeah,
Big space Stian.
Yeah.
And I was like, you went to art school, man. How
But I
are you
didn't go to
allowed
school.
this? That's true.
Yeah. No, dude, we had reached such a point of exhaustion with renovation that I told him also that there's no gap.
Huh.
And then he did it anyway. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. But we have a plate outside that has Emily's name also.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Kenny, Tracy, and Emily.
KTE Sebastian.
Yeah. But then, everybody's, I feel nobody can accept the situation for what it is.
Okay.
First reaction is, what if we have one more kid?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but we don't have one more kid now.
Yeah, but what if you did?
Yeah. So I'm like,
You can't change nameplates. Everybody knows.
Yeah. I think it's like some $800 kind of nameplate. I just put a new one. So it's like, I feel people are seriously, what about possibilities? Yeah. So we, Tracy helped design this and very happy you're here, Kannan. And this is the way I think I would like to do it. Because even when we did the last episode in Jan 2024, we tried it at home.
Yes.
And I felt the vibe was much better.
Yeah.
And it's not official. It's very like what this podcast is.
It also, people said that possibly the douchiest episode of Simple Ken.
Really?
I don't know. I read the comments.
No, man. No. I think the all comments when you come are, please, can we have more new notifications and more Kannan and more Kannan. That's what we usually get.
Yes.
And Zaddy. We get that also.
I don't think people say that anymore.
They stopped saying that?
Just in the ether.
Oh. Some form of daddy.
I was watching this YouTube video. I watched this guy who learns languages. Okay, that's his thing. Love watching polyglot YouTube channels. I subscribe to
like he goes to like the Chinatown and the starts talking
Mandarin. His Mandarin is great.
Yeah,
he knows how to speak Cantonese. He knows how to speak Sichuanese also. Like all these dialects. So he was like, this video I'm learning Gen Alpha slang. Okay. So he goes to high school. He talks with them in Gen Alpha slang. And man, it was like, it's extensive.
Yeah.
Like parts of it I was like struggling.
Skibbity.
To follow up. Yeah.
But I think that would be harder than a language because this is ever evolving. And if you learn a language, no one's like cringe.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wow. But if you try Gen Z lingo,
Gen A, dude.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Oh, Gen A.
Even Gen Z is also lame now. Wow. We are lame once removed. So like we don't even feature in the verticals of cool. But if you're interested, audience, and we'll get to the episode in a while, there is millennial cringe compilations on the internet, which is so funny, dude.
I saw a counter for this. The counter was that some Gen Z people were like, you guys are lucky that you guys got to be awkward. And we have this stress of like being perfect from day one because we're being recorded.
But they have to understand that we thought it was cool. It wasn't awkward then.
That's true.
But honestly, like all the things that they pick up in the millennial cringe compilations were also cringe.
Okay.
When we were...
What was cringe? The goth thing?
God, that was never cringe.
Oh.
No, but like making fun of emos was like very first part of YouTube.
Making fun of emo.
Making fun of emos. Oh my God, the emo versus hardcore. It was such a big thing, and I was like a metal person, so we really looked down upon emo people. And anybody who made a video saying "me likey, me hungry, coffee" was lame then also. Like,
I've not seen that.
Kenny, it's the video you made.
Part 7. But what is the definition of an emo? It's not goth.
No, it was like a subculture that came up. It's about people who were very dark and it had like a visual aesthetic of like very dark.
And the mascara, right?
Yeah,
mascara. I'm calling it that goth. Sorry, that's not.
I think goth is like maybe a little older.
Okay.
Maybe in the 90s.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Yeah. You want to put a lower third with the definition of both.
Yeah. That's so. The episode today is not this lighthearted.
No!
I was thinking of going little. No, it's not heavy. But I thought let's explore the unique position we both are in, and I thought we'll go do a little memory drive.
Sure, let's do a memory drive.
What's the actual place? What's the actual?
Ryan Gosling
Down
has
memory
Alzheimer's.
lane.
In memory
God
drive.
damn it.
Where was I going?
Only around Kannan I make these mistakes. And then Kannan with his literary prowess will be like,
No, Kenny, I would never make fun of you.
memory drive lane.
Yeah.
Drive down memory lane. This question was when we started versus now.
Yeah.
What like now when you look back, do you think the reason we started matched what we actually know now? Like when we started, we were like, oh, jokes. But now we know why we really started. Do you have that insight?
Somewhat. I feel like you also do.
Yeah.
Like first, like now we can look back.
Yeah.
But then if we look back, nothing was there. That's very important to see. That time we had to look ahead.
Okay? Yeah, that's what.
So while it's very important the direction you're facing first and foremost.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Now, if you want to go ahead but you're looking at the side, you might hit something.
don't canonify it. This is also my impression of you.
Yeah.
doing open mic jokes. That's a cat in the front, but behind. So in the middle, I'm the dog?
Yeah. And my impression of you has changed because you do comedy differently now. I was telling you.
Yeah, we had a really nice conversation.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do you feel like...
Yeah, so I think back then it was this need to prove that my ideas are very good. That was the pure intention, that I really think my ideas are very good. I've never got that validation that, hey, Ken, your ideas are very good. And I was like, if I can get mainstream approval of these ideas, then I will get the assurance that, hey, these are great ideas and are worth listening to. That was the initial, I think, if I think about it.
Yeah.
And but now I think I was just looking for joy. It was just, I thought back then I was like, idea. Now I'm just like, man, it was just, I really was looking for joy.
Yeah.
And community.
Yeah.
And I really tried to look for community in like the non-creative world, and it just was very unfulfilling. And I think that now after a show, I just yearn to hang out with like-minded. I'm like looking for before the I'm like, okay, I have to do a show, I have responsibility, people are paid tickets. And then I find out that a comic I really like is coming to hang. Then the whole thing is now like, oh my God, I just have to finish the show.
Yeah.
So now I get to hang with them. And then I was like, it was always that sense of community. But from obviously fun people. I was not like a despo. Like I just wanted friends.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I was like, I wanted this specific.
Yeah. So, I mean, larger umbrella saying you're looking for community.
Yeah.
If within you looked in your toolkit of like, okay, what am I good at?
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm funny.
Yeah.
I like to make stuff.
Yeah.
I'll use this to fulfill this emotional need.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What is it for you?
what was it for me? I used to like making stuff, and I used to really like approval. So yeah, even like before, when I used to write stuff, like I used to write it and I used to show it to all my friends. It's so lame, but like to all my friends in school, like Manik was my friend in school also, so I'd be like, I wrote this, what do you think? And he's like, very good. And I was like stand and watch him read it. And like,
and Manik's the perfect person for that.
Yeah, because he'd always say like nice.
And like he'll really look at it.
Yeah. And even like later, I used to always like send around stuff I wrote to friends and then message them like, did you get it? Is it good? Tell me if it's good. And so like with stand-up, I got like, oh, you don't have to ask people because you know right away if it's good or not. And so I felt like I was doing fully, like it was equally important, you know, the fun I had making stuff and the fun I had in approval. Then like after things blew up like overnight, it became like approval became first. And then I kept getting more and more sad. And now I think the balance is kind of like this, which I think is also not healthy. Which, I mean, you should care a little bit.
No, it's like, it's even the same thing. I had this innate thing of I want the reaction to...
If you tell me it's good, then I'm good. Then this is okay.
No, I wouldn't even say if it's good or bad. It's just a reaction. I felt like even as a kid, when I imitated, I didn't just want to imitate to nobody. I wanted to show someone the imitation and then get their reaction. So that's what I think made us a comic, because I think there are different art forms where maybe the joy is disproportionately on the making and the outcome is, but here it's like an equal thing. Like I feel like what I've written doesn't matter if nobody has reacted to it.
Correct. And like I always read these stories, like I think I like the fantasy of being like a mathematician or scientist. But I'm dumb, but like as close I could get.
Anybody would call you dumb, Karan.
I mean, from the perspective of a mathematician, I think pretty dumb. And so like if you read the stories of these guys, it's always like they were obsessed with numbers, just churning away numbers, doing sums in their room. And I was like, that would be me, except calling something like
I know, right?
That's why it's n into n plus 1 by 2. That's me. I figured it out. But I call it by my name.
That's what I think made us go here
in the entertainment biz. And like just
and it's so great that it was stand-up because it's the quickest form of reaction. Anything else is too painful. Which, coming to like your book, is we spoke when your book came out. Before it came out. And
what fun days those were.
I just was dying to ask you like also, by the way, I read the book. And
Kenny actually is one of the fastest readers of the book. Like he finished it in a day. And like when you told me how you read it also, I felt like a lot of like, maybe I put too much pressure on you. You were like, if a paragraph was too long, I used to walk around and say it out loud. So it would make sense.
I was like, I don't want to glass over anything. And no, it was this, I had a lot of guilt of not reading the draft which you'd sent. And I was like, dude, it's come out now. And then we recorded the episode also. And then I still not read it. So I was like, no, I have to. So the moment I got the book, I read it. And man, what a beautiful experience it was. And I told you also, reading the book, I was just constantly like, I can't believe I know this guy. Like it was honestly like, also I never had seen your world building side, because our dynamic when we used to do sketchy behavior was you were always the bringing it back to reality, bringing it back to what's the logic in this? Where is the... But when I read your book, I saw this insane side of you, which I couldn't believe I never got to see, which was just, you built fantastical characters who have like emotions, and it's like lived lifetimes, you know. And I always saw you like as a technical like professor, scientist type, like
a very rational, logical.
And I felt like I used to slow you down with me being random and but anyway, so when I read it, I was like, oh, I didn't know Kannan had this. And second, I used to forget it was you, but then there was a line that just came right back, and then you're like, okay, this is Kannan.
That's crazy. Like, there's one bit of feedback I've got a lot. People are like, I read this book in your voice, and I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, I feel like I talk and do stand up very differently from the narrative tone of the book. But
no, but there are some that are just undeniably like sounds like
There's some jokes which are like really like stupid puns also. There's like 3 or 4 throughout the book which I really enjoy.
Yeah. And then I eventually got my dad to read it. Because my dad also doesn't read science fiction. But he was like, okay, it's Kannan's book. I really want to see what he's done. Oh my God. My dad started competing with me. He started sending me paragraphs. First of all, he opened with, have you read it? I was like, Dad,
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I gave it to you. I've read it. And then he started sending me, I think my dad enjoyed the book at a fast, slower pace, which now I regret, like I should have read it slowly. Because he was just like tripping on...
Yeah, your dad is so sweet. He kept messaging me.
Yeah, and I told him like send Kannan the excerpts you're enjoying. He was just constantly how he's writing this. So it was very enjoyable, and I constantly started telling people to read. And then I realized how few people read science fiction, and it's a big deterrent for them.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying hey, don't think of the book as science fiction. Like it's not very science fiction.
It's an action movie, to be frank. Like after the first 70 pages, it's an action movie, very fast-paced action movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever it takes, however you have to think of the book to read it.
Yeah.
Whatever genre you want, it's that one only, dude. You try a little bit.
Yeah,
try.
So then I started telling people it's actually not a science fiction, it's actually an action movie with a first act that's science fiction.
Yeah, it's like an action movie with some, like, you get a little bit pamphlet of required reading before you watch this action movie. In the interval, someone gives you one more pamphlet. You're like, okay.
It's the Dune 1 to Dune 2. It's like Dune 1 had to do the heavy lifting and Dune 2 just like, whoa.
Do you also feel like they should have called Dune 2 Dunes?
Yeah. And
Dune and Dunes.
And third is Dunes. Dune 4, never Dune back.
There are Dune.
So how's it been, man? Like the whole, have you come full circle? Like from, I know how people are what's gonna happen to like, oh, this happened, oh, this is frustrating, and you're like now enlightened.
It's really good because when I was doing it with, when doing the podcast with you, I was doing it, we don't talk about it. He went all married and everything. I was like mainly worried that people won't take it seriously. And I realized that I was the unfounded worry. People took it seriously. Yeah. That was very good. And that's all I wanted, really. Not for people to like it, just for people to take it seriously. And so I went to all these lit fests and I wondered, will I fit in with the, posh author crowds? And like, what will it be like? Will I be able to talk, with on all these literary panels? And I really actually realized I didn't need to worry at all. Like, I fit in. If they ask me questions also, I am talking about my book. I know everything about this. And
that's so nice.
Yeah, I could talk about it front and back, left and right, process, idea, like, I've thought about the whole thing, so I found that very easy.
What were the pattern of questions? Did you get a lot of why this ending
actually better than the Lit Fest? I got better questions is when I did book shows. Then I used to do stand up 1 hour, then break. Then people would sit and when we'll talk about the book for an hour, those people asked me like super interesting questions. Yeah. Which I then would incorporate the next time. Like when I answered those questions, I'd be like, wow, this is more stuff I should talk about.
Like, can you give an example of?
Let me see.
Like, I think one really cool thing was people wanted more of Prerna. Prerna, sorry. Her character is like, because also you show her less, you want to know more of her. That was really cool. And even Hang in Manjana is like a nice comedy movie. And I also, you had purposely said that you kept descriptions of characters vague so they could
imagine them how you like.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I don't imagine characters too clearly, like visually in my head while writing it. I have like a vague sense of them.
Yeah.
It's their vibe is in my head. And so like some authors spend a lot of time on like noses like this, eyes is like this, cheeks is like this, they smell like this, they talk like this.
The supple bosoms.
Yes, I didn't want to, it's like I don't think about that. So I gave like very brief descriptions of most of the characters. So you get to see. I get emails from people who read the book and it's like very like gratifying that people really engage with the book. One or two people are like, man, what the fuck was this? And that's also fine, man.
Yeah. No, because I feel those were from people who've never read science fiction. So it's really a testament to you for them to be so curious about it.
I know. I mean, like, I really appreciate you dragged yourself through it, like just hating it the whole way. I think that's also beautiful. But like all the people who have, I feel like they, gave so much time and attention to the book, or the book, believe like whether you want to or not, pulled so much attention that they formed like what they said was like a special connection with it, which I think is wonderful. And now, the book is coming out in America.
Oh.
Yeah, so it has to be published region-wise. That's how the publishing industry works.
Yeah.
If you want to publish your own book, it's like weird. Okay, like, so you'll get an Indian publisher that probably does SAARC countries, okay? SAARC, like Southeast Asian countries. But that means they'll send like 2 books to Bangladesh, 1 book to Nepal, 1 book to Sri Lanka. And then you're like, why? Can you send more?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know, dude.
I went to a bookstore for an open mic, and the guy said that we have been asking them for more copies.
Yeah.
And they're not giving.
So it's not the publisher can't give it to bookstores directly. Publishers have to give it to distributors. Distributors also region-wise. Distributors give it to bookstores. Bookstores have to order from distributors. Distributors have to order from publishers. It's a weird thing. Anyway, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Except if you do it with Amazon, then they just do it for you. Like you get a bigger chunk of the pie, but it's like, it's fucking Amazon, dude. Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't talk shit because the book is coming out. Audiobook is coming out.
Oh yeah, so that's also happening. Your audiobook,
I'm narrating it.
Nice.
It's coming out on Audible.
How are you doing it? Are you doing voices for characters, or are you doing straight?
I really tried, but I don't know how to do so many voices.
So you're just doing it like a...
Yeah, so I thought I'll call you one day.
I would love to, man.
Yeah, just do some voices. Yeah,
I actually auditioned for another audiobook thing.
Yeah.
And I'd practiced, and it was really fun. Like, it was out of my comfort zone. I auditioned for it. They came saying, I don't think you would do it because of money shit. I said, no, this is so cool. It's a good way to learn a new skill. And then I had the same dilemma. If you do a character, you're screwed. Because then anytime you read that character, it has to be consistent. You can't do, if you're doing a female character.
Yeah.
You can't do full female. That's like, that's weird. So you do little intonations, but then there's the female character's mother. Then you're like, what intonation do I do for her? And then the aunt, and then the father, and the different father. So then I realized that technique of not doing voices is also a good...
I read Stephen Fry narrating. Yeah. I heard Stephen Fry narrating.
He's the best.
I was like, okay, he does accents, but he doesn't do tonality.
He does the mood, na?
Yeah, he does the mood, and he'll do an accent if there's an accent. So he'll take a swing with that, but he won't do like a full-on impression.
Yeah.
So I tried with Hang and Manjunath a little bit, but the sound engineer was like, you've changed them around. And I was like, man. So I was struggling through that. And so there's like scenes where there's like many characters, and I was just like, I don't have so many voices. So then I'll earmark those, I'll push those towards the end, and I'll call you to do.
Would love to do it.
Yeah.
Would love to be part of the universe.
Yeah.
So, and you're also working on the edit of the special.
Yes, the special is What Is This? But before that, you shot your special like a year before I did.
Yes.
Where is it?
So I underestimated how much I could do with the baby. And I said, we shot it in...
You can't make her edit the special, dude.
I tried, man. Her fingers are too pudgy. And she keeps doing Control X, Control Q. I'm like, you're shutting down the program. It'll be so funny if she learns how to like...
Yeah, she's making plugins.
I told you to stop making plugins. So then we shot it, and then September I took off from work, and then we were with her for 6 months, and I tried getting back to editing, and I just was like, what am I doing? I would rather spend time.
Yeah, fair enough.
With Emu.
But why do you want to edit yourself?
Because I actually really like editing.
What a psychopath you are.
And then, by the way, Vivian, who's sitting here, who's producing this, he showed me multicam switching and changed my life.
Let's just do a little bit of like Vivian when he told me also. I was like, you didn't know there was multicam editing.
I was manually.
That's insane.
Yeah, I went insane, dude.
Okay, so like for people watching, when you edit a video, there's 3 cameras here right now. Let's cut 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nice. And these cameras are all recording at the same time. Okay, so when you in a edit switch from camera to camera, it's called switching. Okay, so what a normal sane editor would do, and what editing software has realized is you put all the streams on top of each other, okay, and you make them one multicam clip. You play through and you press a button that triggers now this camera, now this camera, now this camera.
And they're all playing at the same time. So
it's pretty quick process.
So now Kannan's talking to camera, his camera, and now I'm talking.
I'm editing it.
It's just a simple touch of a button.
Can you explain how you used to do it?
I used to put all the clips, put the audio clips, and then if Kannan's talking, I would cut his clip, and my clip I would disable. And these are 3 angles, right? My special had 8 camera angles. And I was going insane. And I had to also do this thing of checking between shows. Like, is this the best version of the joke? So I think I gave up. I did about 20 minutes and I stopped. And then Vivian saw what I was doing. He's like, hey, this is thing called Multicam. And guess what? The day he left, I read about it and I finished the whole edit in 4.5 hours. And then I finished the edit of other 5 shows also. So now it's in good shape. Now I'm ready to release, and mostly it's going to be YouTube. So excited. So we'll have the last time it happened was when our Netflix specials released. It was close by. So it's back to the good old days. Anyway, we will.
Things were so different. Things used to be so good.
Things used to be so simple.
Yeah.
Do you want to add something? I have more questions about the whole experience of Acts of God. Now, how do you feel now? Like now it's become a bestseller. It's going to be released in the US.
Yes, in August. I don't know when this video is coming out, but August I will probably be in America talking at some bookstores about the book. Yeah.
And now you're doing the audiobook, and you're also writing the new book. That's why you toured so much last year.
So I could write a book this year, yeah.
How's that going?
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do... Oh man, I'm just writing. I've been working on this book for like 5 years. And in some way or the other. And now finally, like everything, I used to keep throwing away drafts. And now finally I found what is the tone of the book and what is the point of the book. I think it's far more silly.
Far more silly?
Yeah, far more silly.
Oh.
Yeah.
And can you reveal the genre of the book?
Epic fantasy.
Epic fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not expect it to be silly for an epic fantasy.
That's what. And that's why I was going on getting caught in like this swamp of the book becoming too serious.
Oh.
And everybody's internal world and everybody's so motherfucking sad and it just pissed me off so much. And ultimately I realized like, okay, every character in this book is in a bad situation and every single one of them is trying to make the best of a bad situation.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, in different ways. So it's like for some cases like their situation is so bad, it's like full just denial. Just this for this full village of people living in complete denial. Yeah. And that's very funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
from what you told me initially, it was sounded pretty like a thriller dark film, but now
it is like that. It's still like very suspenseful, but I don't want to like focus on I don't want to make it too broody because like that affects my mood. This is very like a selfish thing. If I'm writing broody chapters for days, then I only become broody, dude, and I fucking hate it. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, because if you're writing something for 5 years, you have changed so much as a person.
Yeah, this is why you have to keep throwing away drafts. But I was like, I have good ideas. So I can at least recycle the ideas and like filter it through who I am now, which is why I'm like writing twice as much as I normally do because I want to finish it before I change. And which is why like it's, I don't know, man, maybe it's like it's lame, but I actually get tired writing. Like I feel physically exhausted after I'm finished with a day's writing. And that's why I was late today. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is a question from an audience member.
Yeah.
And it's a little, क्या बोलते हैं?
Little question.
It's a little oversimplification, but it's a nice place to start. Basically, it's from Love Thyself 6. Why are your stand-ups on a basic level so existential and spiritual?
Yeah.
Do you secretly wish to start a cult? It was funny.
It's my backup plan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because these were an amalgamation of more questions where I think in general, people they think they're ready for your show. and they come, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't think you'll get this level, dude."
I mean, I actually maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I really don't see it of like. Surely you've
no, but
you also have spent time thinking about this, right?
No, but the way you articulate it, and what's really cool is the way you articulate it and the way you structure your special is that you transport us into that feeling very effectively and very quickly. And I think it being broken with laughs is even more cruel. Because it's like you really like take us through, like this is also true. Oh my god, is that me? So that I think it is. I think what you described of how you felt after writing is how an audience feels like. Usually after a comedy show, you're like, "Acha, ho gaya."
Yeah.
After your show, you're like, okay, and then you get up.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah. Sometimes people message me like that.
Yeah.
But it's never like a overwhelmingly negative idea. I think.
I don't think he's saying you're negative. He's just saying it's existential and spiritual, actually.
I think this is something we used to talk about a lot in the book show, which was people were like, how come so existential? And like I think the answer I always give is like, how could you not be?
Yeah.
And the idea of something being existential has in the modern world become like colored slightly negatively. It means that you are unhappy with the nature of existence. And that is what it means to be existential. But really, it's is that Emily?
Yeah, Emily. Yeah. I think Trace
she's back. Finished the cut. She's ready with the first cut. In a minute. So what I offered people is like you don't have to examine your life with the purpose of a relief from suffering, where that's often the starting point, at least it was for me, or with just like some academic interest to understand, although you could do it. I think the way to approach it excitingly is to be like an existential detective. Okay. You pull out your magnifying glass and you look at the fabric of how you feel and how it is and what it means, and look for clues. A search for a bloody glove or a muddy footprint.
Yeah.
And you'll find exciting things. And that's always excited me. Although I very much started from, relief from misery perspective. I think the journey it takes you on and the kind of information that resonates with you will, if it all goes well, bring you clarity, bring you like one way to understand the world instead of many pieces of like, oh, this is something you inherited from your parents, this is something people think socially, and this is the result of your own determinations. Hopefully you can find one common ground between all of that, underneath all of that, around all of that. And to answer the question, why existential? The answer is, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
I think it's a very good starting point for attacking like how come any smaller thing is.
Yeah, and it kind of was always there in all your work, and it's not like a new thing.
I don't know if it was always there. I think in
your first few specials, it was almost like simmering, and it just like spurred out suddenly like as a tag.
Yeah,
and I think now you've just like removed the outer crust, and you're like, I'm just gonna show you what's simmering, because even in the book. It has a lot. I mean, it's like literally existential.
Yeah.
And I think like when from an outside perspective, whenever you write anything, I think it just bubbles through this. Your way of looking at the world is like, why? Why is it like this? Right? Why is nobody?
Is it like this?
Yeah. Just as you said,
is this an illusion?
The way you said detective is perfect. You're like the curiosity of like. This warrants some sort of inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
also to know like, that you won't be horrified at the answers.
Yeah.
Because
we're in it.
Yeah.
And as you said, it doesn't have to have a negative. It just is.
Yeah.
Like when you describe a situation, it's not you're describing it positively or negatively. You're just describing the situation. And you, if someone attaches a negative, that's their way of looking at it. And I always found that in your work is like, I think you are describing what you're observing about your universe and existence, but you were also expecting them to, like, I know they're going to take it negatively.
And some people do, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, is this it? I put it on YouTube, and it's also on a different channel, by the way, called 800 Pound Gorilla, which is distributed in America.
It's not on your...
It's also on mine. Anyway, it's not got a lot of views by Indian stand-up metrics like now. Like popular comedians put out videos and it's like 45 billion views in 6 hours. So this way, it's like the growth is very slow. But it's one more like reassuring thing of like very few people like it, but the people who like it a lot.
Yeah, like it a lot. Yeah.
That's what I want in the people who are interested in my work.
Which is also what I was sharing with you that day. That it's taken me a lot of courage to like accept that it's okay to now find your audience.
Yeah.
And it's...
I mean, now find as if you haven't found your audience.
No, but it was like a little more broader. I was reaching very broadly and holding myself back from letting it bubble through.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I do that, I'll lose some... but now actually the audience is kind of demanding it. Like I can feel the audience like, no, can you be more specific? Can you share more specifically what you're feeling? Because I think they have so much access to other comics.
Yeah.
And I think it's a disservice now, actually, ironically. What I set out to do only I'm negating. Which is the audience only like, hey, share exactly what you want to say as a comic. And let's see. We might like it, might not like it.
Yeah.
But what is the other option, which sucks, which is nobody's happy.
Yeah. You can just do generic shit.
Yeah. And then die a slow death. But yeah, so thank you, Love Thyself, for that question.
I'm sure I told me something that I think her friend's dad told him, whatever. It only gets down to, I'm doing the right thing with attribution. But basically, sometimes I feel very dumb that I have actually, like, in this stand-up world, I've said no to at least 10 times more money than I have ever made. Because I don't want to do cringe shit, dude. And like, you just, flood of cringe has been following me for 10... But people are like, you want to do this? Why do you want to do this?
This is like running and it's like,
yeah, so we'll do this. I just said, like... just flat out denied like insane sums of money, and sometimes I feel stupid for doing that. You know, like now you're 35 and you've done the whole postcard life, you know, like
I have done some cringe.
You're very cringe, dude. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm looking at your life
bathed in the oceans of cringe.
But you actually like on paper had every vertical of success. You know, you're financially stable. You're happily married.
Mentally?
You have a child. Mentally, I feel like you've always been pretty stable. And then I look at like, well, what do I'm like, I can't be like, I'm a book, so bestseller. And it feels kind of lame. And I'm like, okay, so then what do I have to show for 35 years of this life? And shouldn't I just not have accepted this glut of money that I just let by the side, which went to somebody else? It's not like they just decided not to do the campaign. It went to somebody else enough times. And I'm just sitting here being like, with this home loan, being like, was it dumb? You know, and then just getting to what the sentence she said was like, this guy who said, you can either eat well or you can sleep well. And I was like, I sleep well.
Oh.
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't eat well or sleep well. But, you know, metaphorically, I think it makes sense.
I think like both of us get joy from different things. And that's why we have done what we did. Because I remember there were moments where I felt bad where you had wanted to collaborate on projects. And I always didn't prioritize that. I prioritized it for financial and emotional well-being more than creative well-being. And I know you always prioritize creative well-being. But I realize creative well-being doesn't give me as much joy as it gives to you. But at the same time, when I read Acts of God, I was like, this is what it was all for. Like, the level of writing is I couldn't, I couldn't see the seams basically. You know, when I read
seamless.
I couldn't tell when the world started, where it ended. It was like a world.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I'm like, that's what I reading okay, this is what it all led to. And if your first book is this good, so you kind of have access to, I'm simplifying it, and a well of infinite creativity that you build brick by brick, but I'm making it sound like it's a well.
Yeah.
But if I had reached that place, I don't think I would have been that happy. I would have been pretty unsatisfied. I get more joy from, I think, doing. Sometimes I enjoy the cringe.
Give some example. Like, you don't have to say what it was, or if a brand is involved, don't say the brand. But like, what is in your career, the cringiest collab or video you've had to make?
I think obviously the cringiest part is the final product. Right?
Yeah.
But everything around it I enjoy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm like, can you tell us?
I'm thinking, okay, yeah, like there's this, it's very obvious, this travel show where I did with Abish.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
But
sick. I was on one episode.
Yeah.
We had fun.
It was exactly like the final product was, I mean, it wasn't, it was very manufactured.
Yeah.
But when I look back, every fun adventure I've ever done was because of that show. I've tried like all sorts of like river rafting, paragliding, all that.
Yeah, and every time I go to some new country, you're like, yeah, I went here for that show.
Yeah. And
that's crazy that my episode we went to Dubai. Meanwhile, you guys are doing parasailing in Copenhagen. You're like, Kannan, why did you come to Dubai?
That was all in our hands.
Hey, we go to the mall.
I mean, to be fun.
We went to the mall.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We went skiing in the mall.
Yeah, we went skiing. And looking back, I was like, if I had said no to it out of cringe, there was one season where I was going through a horrific breakup. And I was with Abish. And I realized what a support, what a wall of support Abish was just to his presence. And it really kind of like made me realize how in the end, you just have to deal with your own shit. And it is so brutal. I had to smile and laugh and entertain people because there was a contract, but I was just crying, and I used to wake up crying. That's how sad I was. But looking back, man, Abish was like by my side, and like that's why I made Abish like. I mean, I don't think it's related. Maybe it is, but Abish is the godfather of Emily, also because he's Catholic.
Yeah. I'm like, there was no meeting.
I'm sorry.
There was no discussion. I'm just like, okay, Abish is the godfather. Good, I guess.
Sorry, Kanan. So, but to be fair, you hung out with Emily way more than Abish.
Yeah. And still, where's this godfather now? He's not even in the country, man.
Yeah, he's not even in the country. He's very absent godfather. I think you're upset. Like, should I be affected? Because are you upset that you're not as affected as you should be?
Yeah, I'm upset that I didn't care enough. It didn't bother me to say no to like this glut of money then.
That's
and it doesn't. I still do it today. It doesn't bother me now. Also, my main thing is like, will I then later be like, oh shit? In 10 years, will I be like, oh fuck?
But everything
I should
is
have
like
said
that.
yes. Yeah.
You're telling me like there are people who are just like, every decision I've made till today has been perfect.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe like in 10 years, I would be like, oh fuck, money was actually the path I should have followed.
Actually, it's funny. You know what though?
It frustrates the fuck out of my manager, dude. I think every manager I've had, it's so funny. Then they'll just send me the brief and say declining.
But to be fair, of all the managers I've had, Mehtab is the perfect manager.
Mehtab is great.
Because he loves you and respects you so much.
Mehtab is my son.
I mean, I've spoken to Mehtab and he just tells me it's worth it because I'm managing one of the greatest comics. And I was like...
And Kannan. Yeah.
The joy he gets from being your manager is very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet. So,
he's really changed my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of gay, bro. Catcha! That's it. That's the episode. So actually, we're gonna now come to the last part of the episode, which is from Insta Mag _11. What's the one non-career thing you're looking forward to in the next 1-2 years? Which I found very sweet. Because usually people always ask, what's next? When's next video? When's next special? First time someone said, hey, leave all this career stuff. What is like something you're looking forward to in the next few years? If you want some time thing, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to.
No, it's a very easy answer. Like,
Yeah?
I'm going on vacation in July. Me and Praful, my friend, are doing like a fitness transformation.
Oh shit, is this like the tiramisu thing?
Huh? No, but we both were like, okay, we all, when we were in our 20s, were in very good shape.
Yeah.
And over time have really fallen off the wagon of shape. And so now we both are trying to going to the gym every day and like, being like, eating clean.
Is the transformation have like, are you going to participate in some...
No.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going.
No. It is kind not
bronze yourself up and do one photo shoot or something.
Oh no, dude, no. But yeah, it's like we figured out the phases of the plan, and then we have enough experience now to know what to do and what not to do. And if I have doubts or whatever, ask Suhail, who is our friend, who is also like coaching genius.
Suhail is Fat Boy,
Coach Fat Boy on Instagram.
And he's a genius guy.
Yeah. So yeah, any aches and pains come along the way. So just doing those is like really like, fulfilling. Yeah. So mindfulness practice, hanging out with friends, and having these personal goals and like vacations built in.
Nice.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound like the old Kannan, man. It's like a new Kannan over here. 1 year ago when I spoke to Kannan was very focused on like this writing thing, but I thought you would say writing, but it's more than that.
You said not career, right? So
I don't even think you see writing as a career. I think this is like your soul.
Yeah, because there's no money in it.
Yeah, actually it's funny because people do the opposite.
Yeah,
they write a book and then do talks on it to promote it. You already have a thriving stand-up career and you're like, by the way, you can buy the book also. I'll talk about it also in the end.
Yeah.
You're going like in reverse, where any writer would dream of having like a following who comes and pays money and watches you perform live. I was thinking about it, like I'm really curious when Emily grows up.
Yeah.
How she will react to like stand up and open mics. And I'm really like, I've imagined this even before she was born, where she comes to open mics. And like, I really want to see what she'll say, because she doesn't talk now, so I don't even know how her voice sounds. But I was just like, man, it could be anything, right? It could be like her coming and finding it completely boring and being like, I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
Or being very intrigued, or talking to the comics backstage and asking them what they're going to do. Just like what's going to happen? And I'm looking forward to her seeing what I do. Because Tracy's a dentist, so she has like a proper real job. I don't know how a kid reacts to stand-up. And then this will be her reality, that my dad does comedy. And then she'll go meet her other friends who have dads who do like business. Like what?
Maybe you'll do business by then, man. Who knows?
Hey, man, I'm not that cringe, man.
No, I don't mean it disparagingly, but you never know. I think it's just exciting that one day, like, she'll have like opinions on stuff and like say, well, this is what I think. You're like, wild man. Right now, she goes,
Because like right now also when we do jokes and stuff, like our family's involved, like your parents watch your show.
Yeah.
But they're not like holding on to every word. I feel when you have a kid and if I do some like little problematic joke, I think like she will be like, why did you say that? I'll be answerable to her. Like Trace and all she doesn't watch my open mic and be like, that is dumb, why did you say that? She's like, how's the open mic? Good. But I feel like Emily would be like, you really feel that? I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I just was making a joke. You think that's funny that? Like, to hurt people's feelings with that. So that I'm very... It's really fun, like seeing you guys also with Emu. being goofy and stuff.
You want to talk about the karaoke machine?
Yeah, so Lloyd, if you guys know, is a friend of ours. At least on run from the law. So he got. You know what I realized? I was going to say he got Emily a toy.
Yeah.
It was actually Lloyd's microphone.
Yeah, which he kept.
He uses it.
Yeah.
Like it's, you know that Bluetooth speaker you get with a mic?
You get it on these like fast delivery apps
On
also.
Blinkit, and I get it for $500. Lloyd bought that for himself. And
just to like, he just does it for jokes, okay? So once he like, okay, I'm coming to your house. And he entered my house holding this Bluetooth speaker, which has like baby voice, it has monster voice, and it has crazy reverb. So,
and I don't know what reaction is expecting from us. Like, wow, Lloyd!
That's what I did. I was like, you're insane.
And then he gave it to Emily, and Emily barely she's like, that time she was I think 5 months, and then they put it in her mouth, and she started doing, hey.
Dude, she didn't talk that whole evening. She didn't say anything, but you put the mic on her. She was holding the mic.
Yeah.
And as long as she has the mic, she keeps talking.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like genetically she's coded to like mics.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny. Emo doesn't talk when you engage with her. Like, I think she's so overwhelmed with the attention. But if you leave her alone, she's just yapping non-stop. Which I found very troubling. I was like, are we too much? Where she's
You guys are a lot.
Yeah. Right? She was like, these guys keep fucking talking, man.
Dude, you don't know. Come on, man. You don't know anything yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very...
Wait for her to say something like, you guys leave me alone.
Oh, man. It's going to be crazy, dude. It's going to be crazy. But I guess we should end the episode on that note.
We answered 3 questions.
Actually, I had only 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew this would happen. Come full circle, man.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, I had only 3 questions. Actually, I just wanted to vibe you out, see where you at.
Yeah. No Gyan this episode, I think.
Yeah, I don't think any Gyan.
No Gyan this episode. I think at least I am a little up in the air this
You know, you say
year.
this every episode.
Really?
If you did that
I don't know what's happening.
4-panel thing, all the same thing you said.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm in one phase.
You know what it is like I don't like to. First of all, I don't like to do anything. Okay. Then like more specifically, I don't like to do anything publicly. Obviously, I'll come on your things like no problem.
Which I really appreciate.
Yeah, no, because I like you, Kenny. Yeah. But every time I see myself talking on someone's show or on a Late Fest panel, I'm like, this guy's so lame. He just talks with so much certainty and gives so much like
But someone has to, man.
I know, man. I find that like way cringier than doing an ad for Shadi.com, perhaps.
You know, the inherent issue with people who are so self-aware is that the more self-aware they are, the more they read, the more they're aware of the world, the less confidence in which they can say anything, right? Because you're just so aware, like, what I'm saying is obviously not true. It's just my perspective.
And also, like, everything has so many, like, ways to examine it. And there's so many caveats you have to give. You're like, however, but understanding this. And
so you just, like, might as well not say anything.
Yes.
Which is very upsetting because the people who don't have that self-awareness and who don't introspect and are the ones who kind of very confidently give opinions.
Yeah. So every time I talk on this
there's a lot of that.
Yeah, like later I always think, well, I didn't explore that and I didn't qualify this statement and I didn't actually say that. And then I'm like, why do you keep going and talking in places? Why don't you just sit at home?
But that's not...
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear people who've so deeply thought about things and are aware also that I could be wrong about this.
Yeah.
But everybody is just... Because it's very conducive for content creation to be not self-aware. Because if you're not self-aware, with great confidence you hit publish. You don't do re-edits, you don't cross-check. So you can churn out much more content when you don't introspect.
Yeah.
And people who do introspect, who we should kind of hear more thoughts about and discuss, they are stuck in this very irritating loop of like, I might say something that I have not well constructed, so why say anything? And then this whole group is just quiet. So it's good that you're here. And
can I be honest with you? I was at a dinner party once. This is like a year ago. And people were debating some subject that I had very strong opinions about.
Yeah.
I knew a lot about. And I had read a lot about. And like, I just couldn't find a way into the conversation. I just couldn't find it. Because I feel like I don't want to launch into a 1 hour monologue. And I'm like, why are you guys discussing this? All of this has been solved already. Like,
exactly.
These perspectives, like people have thought about this and written about it and it's done.
Yeah.
You can just go. And so then, like, genuinely after that dinner party or whatever it was, I went home and I YouTubed like how to have healthy discussions with people. And I saw this guy's videos. And then I was like, he was like going through like, so then I was watching like Harvard Debating Society. I'm like, well, how do you actually come to a consensus, when you talk to people? And ultimately I was like, I actually talk to people for a living. Yeah, I guess the upside is like they don't say anything. Yeah.
Actually, we don't actually talk. We're actually narrating. This is not a two-way thing. But no, it's something that's really like I'm seeing also like with what's happening everywhere is that the two schools. One school is overthinking and overanalyzing and is so careful not to give misinformation that they end up not saying anything at all, and then they're getting bumboed for that. And there's another group, not a second thought of introspection, not a second thought of the consequences of what they're going to say. And it's so conducive for the internet, that level of thinking, because the more content you release, the better you do, the more you spread. And the more you overthink, the more citations you're looking for, the more background checks you're doing, you're delaying the upload schedule. So yeah, so it's so please talk more. And
often in these situations, I think like if I could just go back home and like write you something
and just read it out.
I'm like, these are the things you were saying and these are the things you are missing. And these are the things you are correct about. But how have you considered these things? But then they'll reply to that. Then I have to keep talking to them. Oh man, it never ends.
The reason I like doing the episode with you is I also like the process of us thinking of what to say. Because it's like we say some heavy like it's a heavy question and we so easily like give off an answer. But then as we're saying it, like I hope A, this is actually how I feel, and B, I've articulated it well. I like that humanness.
Yeah,
not polished.
This year I've been making a conscious effort to like not try to have the perfect answer to questions and to like bumble through and like even in talking to people, free balling. I used to aspire for accuracy even in private conversations.
Yes.
And I don't do that anymore. I'm happy to stumble through it, be wrong, and say, actually, no, that's not what I think. I don't know why I said that. Stuff like that.
That's very fun, dude. I really like this version of you. Because I think before you used to really like, were worried that what if I say something wrong and then
inaccurate
or just upset them, or it's not what they want to hear.
Yeah, because I've said a lot of inaccurate things, and I
not a lot of inaccurate. You're just human, dude.
Yeah. I've really reeled from that and like maybe overcorrected.
Overcorrect. You know my therapy overcorrection also used to call me pre-therapy Kenny, post-therapy. I had a full face of overcorrection.
Post-therapy Kenny is crazy, dude. Pre-therapy Kenny was it was a lot.
It was very.
You just like a frantic, unreleased energy.
Yeah, man. Oof. Thank God for therapy. Anyway.
Every room you came in, you were like, "Hey, Kannan, what are we doing today?" Kenny, I'm having coffee.
Yeah.
You were like a manic pixie dream girl. That's who you were.
Yeah. Manic pixie dream girl. So it's nice now to like hang out, and we both are like so different from before. Like I can't believe, like I feel like 10 years ago, if Kanan and Kenny saw us talking about shit,
would be horrified. Don't know, they become lame and old. You don't have any white hair, bruv. So many.
It's coming slowly. I think it'll be like my dad. My dad had no grays, and then boom, full gray. So I think I'm gonna have like a winter explosion. Anyway,
Winter explosion, of course. Yeah. That's what people say. Yeah.
Came up with that. Anyway, I think we should end the episode here. It was super fun, dude. Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure always, Kenneth Sebastian.
And both of our specials are going to come out soon. And the audio podcast is going to come out soon. And in August, your US...
August US book, quickly let me remember. August US book. What is this? My comedy special will probably be releasing July. Where it'll be releasing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not an OTT. So like either I'll do the private stream and then on YouTube or just like straight YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm working on another book. I should be done by like solid draft sometime this year. So then it's up in the air of like whenever it gets through the peristalsis of publishing and emerges. Intestines.
And if you have any more questions for the podcast, you can please write on the comments. And on the Instagram page is the best place. That way it's more. I tell you also who the guest is. So for Kannan's 3 questions, it was directed directly at him. So which is more helpful than generic questions. And we're on all podcast platforms, platforms, all of them.
Are you on Savan?
Yeah.
I don't have my phone, but yeah.
And in the International Space Station, right before they disassemble it, it's there also.
Nice.
You left a USB drive.
It's time for simple.
No one can hear your intro in space.
Why don't you do like a remix of the thing for season 2? It is season 2. It should be a slightly different track.
I know, man. Then I got lazy.
Fair enough.
As it did so much hard work. That also is. I thought we'll do an intro sequence. Then I was like, if it's not perfect, I don't know.
It's like the word simple keeps getting more and more intricate as episodes pass by, because and it's showing the eventual evolution into complex scan.
Oh. Oh my God. We could try that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but we'll do it. And yes, thank you so much for joining us. You were lovely. And until next time, tata, bye-bye.